Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are back, and it is just about time to get started on Zelda. So, let me hop into the Discord chat with, your boy, LouLouCore.
Do I have... Okay, no, it's too up to save. I was like,
Rawr.
hey,
How's it going?
I'm good. Oh boy, I think, yeah, I boosted your sound the other day at like 200%. Holy shit. Okay,
Yeah,
should be fine now. Okay. By the way, do you want me to mute my mic for the stream?
who are you gonna have
Like,
doing, commentary? Like, Dragolinas
yeah,
is
yeah.
offered if you want.
I don't know. I can do my commentary. It's fine.
Alright,
There's not much to say anyway.
plateau percent.
It's just because you're capturing the game, I wasn't sure if I should mute the mic for my stream and just like speak in the chat. Well, the voice, you know.
Well, no, I've got it set up where, like, the audio comes through on your end, so everything's fine there.
Okay, good.
Alright, well, no, I've got it set up where, like... Alright, just a second so I can get things started. You're gonna do the timer on your end, or you want me to do it on my side?
You can do it on your side. I'm getting time myself too, but
Alright.
it's no one.
Well, let me hop over into the other chat and we will get things started.
Yay. I can see that I'm live. Good. Go. Hello everyone, I am LouLouCore. I am speedrunning Breath of the Wild any percent, and I'm gonna try to use no amiibo. Sound. What's up with the sound?
I fixed it, don't worry.
Okay. I should try to not read chat too much. Anyway.
Chat's gonna be nothing but the highest quality of memes.
Okay. Well, thank you for the luck, everybody. I will need it. Does that mean no cheating? I don't know. I have my Smash Full Link ready, Drago, just in case. Just in case. Anyway, here at first, you saw me killing myself on Plateau while in the Shrine of Resurrection. Like I said, it saves like a good 3 to 4 seconds to loading Plateau. So this is a thing like every runner does. You don't need to kill yourself, but I figure out if I kill myself, well, if I start a new game, I'm kind of like resurrecting, so it makes sense. My jokes are as good as Cortana's jokes. Holy shit. Anyway, so first off, all we have to do is quit the shrine. There's a way to actually skip the shrine by triggering some flags in other files. but I don't know yet why people didn't like agreed on that skip. It's pretty much because it's new game plus stuff, but anyway, hopefully one day we can skip that. It saves like 2 minutes. Because you gotta go through all that text, opening doors, and it's long. That's a good one, Kayo. Why am I playing in German? That's a good question. Well, German's the fastest language for this game. French being the second fastest, but German saves like 2 seconds over French. So we go with German. Strangely enough, the 2 slowest language are English and Japanese, which are usually the 2 fastest language in most games. But yeah, we successfully quit Trashathon Resurrection. We did it, guys.
И третий más быстро это русский. Also, if anyone watching would like to hit the refresh really quick, there are new emotes in FFZ in preparation for these runs. In particular, spam Zawarudo every time we get a stasis.
Oh god. Alright, so first thing we're gonna do here is actually take the ingredient that we need to make a plus attack potion. Like, it's gonna come like handy later in the run. But yeah, that beetle's gonna be useful. So here the first objective is to go to the tower to activate all the shrines. And also what you're seeing me doing right now is called whistle sprinting. This is basically just whistling and mashing the sprint button. So we run almost as fast as if we were running, but the stamina is regaining at the same time. So we don't
learning how to whistle sprint is critical to learning how to speedrun this game and to ruining any future enjoyment you might have playing Breath of the Wild.
Yeah. Dude,
I know I could be going faster, but it hurts.
Yeah, it's quite tedious at the beginning. So it's a little bit annoying, but you get used to it. Like, when I was playing on Wii, I was doing it with a gamepad, and oh lord, man. The pain I had stretching my hand just to do that was like bad. But with the Pro Switch controller, it's quite fine.
Okay, we got some things in the German language posted in chat. I don't know how to read it.
Nah, it is what it says in the game. Oh, well, here fell a little skip. Well, not skip, but like a little trick. When you hit the shield with the axe, you can jump, so you don't have like lag. But yeah, it's whatever. Doesn't lose that much time.
Did I just hear you split really hard?
Maybe. I have this habit, I guess.
Yeah, it's looking to me like I'm going to need a new microphone because my my nice desk mic is completely busted.
Rip.
Anyways, now we're up on top of this tower and we do a weird trick that allows us to take literally no fall damage that is actually completely useless anywhere except on plateau.
Yeah, exactly. And this is pretty much the only useful glitch in the whole game too. So, yeah. There's like infinite dashes with ores that you can do, but it saves like not even like quarter seconds doing it. It's kind of dumb. But hopefully I won't miss that. Okay, I took my time there just in case, because sometimes the joystick can bounce back. But basically this trick is, at a certain height, if you throw the axe and unequip it at the same time, for some reasons Lynx won't take any damage when it's gonna land. I still don't understand exactly why it works, but it works, so I'll just do it, you know. So here now we're gonna do what I think is like probably the most fun part of the run, which is plateau, Kappa. No, but we gotta clear plateau. There's no way to skip plateau. Well, there's a way to get out, but there's like no actual way to keep going outside of like a certain range, sadly. But soon, eventually, maybe we can find a skip, which will make any person even like dumber. But for now, we're making our ways to the first shrine.
Yep, because Santa Claus told us to. You're never gonna be able to tell me he's not Santa. I will never believe you.
And then oh my god, okay, well, Link has a bit there, but whatever. But yeah, maybe in the next DLC, this man's gonna reveal itself as Santa Claus, hopefully. But yeah, in this game, for some reason, Lynx has an habit to climb things sometimes that you don't necessarily want him to climb.
Also, another thing you kind of have to micromanage in this run, at least when you're on the plateau, is when you shield surf, your shield will take damage if you do it wrong.
Yeah, if you take too much damage early on the shield, it's gonna break like sooner that you'd like it to break. Because you kind of need it at the end of plateau. After plateau, it doesn't matter much, because anyway we're gonna get like a few more shields. But yeah, you want it for like most of plateau. So here we're just gonna go through like everything. We're gonna skip pretty much all the puzzles. Not gonna do them like in the most conventional ways, but it works. Yeah. Okay, here what I'm doing is basically a shield jump. Well, it is a shield jump. It's not basically a shield. Well, yo, I'm really stressed. Anyway, so shield jumping makes you go further, and it acts basically as a second jump. It's kind of like Smash Bros. Think they got the idea from there. Anyway. So we've successfully completed the shrine. But yeah, shell jumping is quite useful in many categories and in many places. The only thing though shell jumping does is kind of glitch Link, and it doesn't ruin like the casual plays, but for speedrunners it kind of changed something later on in the game, and that's why we need to keep the shield for most plateau. I'm gonna explain it when I will actually unglitch Link, but for now it doesn't change much. So here we go like through one last bit of text we have to mash.
Ah, yes, it is a joyous, happy day because my neighbor woke up and then went to go get Taco Bell.
Oh, I never had Taco Bell.
I haven't eaten since like 5 p.m. yesterday, so
oh wow,
I'm like 5 hours short of 24.
Like I had to go to bed during your run of seasons.
Well, don't worry, that run was so slow and so shit, I was expecting it to put people to sleep.
Well, I had to go to bed anyway to be like in shape for my run, so. But I watched like half I think of it, like an hour in.
Yeah, I ended up getting like 3 and some change, so.
Yeah.
The Shrine des Lebens.
Yeah.
German is a silly language.
Yeah, sometimes I wish I could play in French still, but lose way too much time overall. Like, it's not that I don't like the German language, but I like to play in a language that I actually understand sometimes.
Oh yeah, that's why I was keeping Russian for my AMQ runs, or my that, and I was at one point stupid enough to attempt like trying to learn Hundo. Like that way, if you miss something, you can at least read the menus and determine like what went wrong.
Yeah. Oh shit. Well, that was bad. I failed to unequip the shield because thank you D-pad of the Pro Switch controller. You're such a good D-pad. But it shouldn't matter much. Anyway, here we're making a way to the Kranish Shrine, which has a nice little skip in it. But if you notice, right here, I'm whistle sprinting while I'm climbing mountains, which is probably the dumbest way to climb mountains, but it works.
No, I would say the dumbest way to climb mountains would be in your underwear while whistle sprinting. So, you know.
While you're freezing to death, too.
Yeah, Link is out here in compression shorts. He's like one of those dudes who from Minnesota. It's like 20 degrees outside, there's snow on the ground, and he's sitting there in shorts and a t-shirt like, nah, man, I don't get cold. I'm from Minnesota.
Yeah. Yeah, people do the same around here. It started getting cold. We got the first snow the other night. People went crazy. Christmas song, Christmas theme in all the stores already. It's not even December, guys. Stop.
Blue is like, I see those guys everywhere. It's like, aren't you in Canada?
Yeah, Blue and I
Yeah,
are
that-
from Canada.
Yeah, that's where a lot of that's where you see a lot of people who think they're tougher than the cold. I'd say about 50% of the Canadians I've met are like, yeah, cold does not faze me at all. And then 50% are smart enough to like, yeah, I wear jackets because it's cold out and I'm not dumb.
Well, I will wear a jacket, but not a jacket that is warm enough, usually.
It's like we get the exact opposite down here is people who are casually wearing full three-piece suits when it's 120 degrees Fahrenheit outside in the summer.
Wow.
Like, it's a desert. Why? You should be wearing a sombrero and poncho like Mario in Mario Odyssey, which is a donation
Yeah.
incentive that we have met, I believe at this point, literally every donation incentive with the exception of the $500 mystery game.
You don't. Aw, Blue, come on. You had years of training to get cold resistance. Cold is love, cold is life. No way.
Maybe he's like an amateur Canadian, not like a professional
Maybe.
Canadian yet.
Maybe.
He hasn't been to Canada school.
He doesn't live like up north, you know.
It's like here's how you start a riot after losing a hockey match.
Oh,
It's like, dude,
man.
if you want to get accustomed to losing hockey matches, come down here to Arizona and start cheering for the Coyotes. We're like 2-13 this season.
My God. I don't even keep track of hockey, to be honest. I'm like one of the few Canadians I think that doesn't care about hockey. I've always been more into baseball. For some
Yeah, I
reason.
moved out here to Arizona and I had to pick a local sports team, and I already had favorite teams in every other sport, so I'm like, I guess I like Coyotes hockey now.
I guess.
Well, the funny thing is, like, the crap league, the AHL, the Tucson Roadrunners, they're actually good. So, like, the $15 and $30 games are great.
Hmm.
Yeah, apparently Link's favorite sport is snowboarding and not wearing pants. He's also apparently sponsored by Under Armour or Duluth Trading Company. They make really good underwear. I don't know if you tried those like Duluth Trading Company underwear.
No,
They're
I
pretty
didn't
great.
check that.
And on the note of underwear, we're raising money currently for the Testicular Cancer Society. If you would like to make a donation, it will go towards those who have suffered or are currently suffering from testicular cancer, and also those who take care of them. So please get your donations in. It goes to a great cause. Yo, we're getting some savage emotes about Under Armour. Sponsored by underwear. Just all underwear.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, it's time.
Thank you, Matt Timber, for the luck.
Get your Zawarudos in chat.
Yeah, we're getting stasis now, but we're gonna actually use stasis, like in more in like better ways after that shrine, like right after it. But hopefully I won't get trolled too, because there's a way to get trolled, but with stasis tricks. So here we want to stasis. Yeah, that boulder right there. It saves around like 2 seconds. If you're fast enough. So there's a difference, like here in 80% no amiibo and amiibo, and it's picking up the sledgehammer. Because amiibo is gonna spawn Epona, but in no amiibo, what we do is stasis launches, so we need more weapons to actually like get all the momentums we need.
And we get a sick flip. This is pretty much the last place you need the shield on the plateau.
Yeah, you need it one more time just to unglitch Link. But yeah. Oh no, wait, we need it in Bomb Shrine. Do you want to do like a fast?
Oh yeah, I forget we
little
haven't
bit
done
faster.
Bomb Shrine yet.
Yeah, with the new route, Bomb Shrine is last. Which makes the run a little bit more entertaining. Because of the tricks. But here we can get massively troll by the boulder that we're gonna use. Hopefully it won't happen, but it did happen to me quite a few times this week. Alright, so we want to pick up the bow, because it's gonna make the tricks easier. Alright, I didn't get trolled, that's good. And now we wait. And yeah, that's gonna be a safe landing. Sometimes you can land like on trees and everything and you take damage, it's not cool.
I like how sometimes when you're flying like that, the game has to pause for a second and think about what it's done.
Yeah,
What
the
have I
game has
become?
to load like everything around. Oh, okay. It's that is a rare thing that can happen, but I just took ghost damage. Like it's like the game was like, you're going too fast, and it's weird.
Yeah, Zelda doesn't load the entire map at once. Just that. Have you played PlayerUnknown's Battleground? That's what happens when you load a whole map at once. You get a game that only maybe half the players can properly run, and that's at best. And then there's even more people who are having to play, what is it, Fortnite, because they can't even run Battlegrounds.
Yeah, well, Fortnite doesn't look bad. I'm just not into like those kind of games, sadly.
I mean, I will sit here and admit, I will swear up and down that PlayerUnknown's Battleground is a terrible game, but I love playing it.
Yeah.
You know what else is...
I have the same feeling with League of Legends, but whatever.
Yeah, it's like, you know what else is a terrible game I love playing? Or a terrible game that people love playing? Slot machines. Blackjack.
yeah.
It's literally just gambling. I mean, probably Link to the Past Randomizer is not a good game either. It's just straight up random. But it's fun.
It's fun and challenging. Oh yeah, here for that last puzzle I just threw a bomb like at the right spot. So I can skip the actual puzzle.
Yeah,
Like-
I've forgotten how to do that puzzle because I've not done it in so long. You just throw the bomb there.
Yeah. It's much easier too. It's and faster for some reasons. I don't know why they let us skip the puzzle, but it's good. Anyway, we're almost done with Plateau. Which is like
Almost.
60% of the run.
Yep, and then the run gets really wacky.
Yeah. It gets fun. But yeah, Plateau is like a big tutorial. A lot of people have been telling me like otherwise, but it basically show you everything that you need before quitting Plateau. Like even for like if you want to collect like all the correct seeds on Plateau, there's like every puzzle ever except one on Plateau. Like there's like every patterns. So it does show you like everything that you need. Boom. Okay. A little bit slow for moneying, but yeah, sometimes it's done. Anyway, now all we have to do is getting paraglider, and we're done.
Alright, the challenge has been laid down by Jago, saying if you get all 4 launches on Hyrule Field first try, he'll donate $25.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Well, whatever.
Yeah, this is just Link's competitive lumberjacking. That's this entire game.
Well, okay. Well, that's bad. But yeah, I picked up a correct leaf, which is bad first, and I stasis the tree a little bit too fast, so the tree wasn't like disconnected from its roots. So now we're gonna have to go to Temple of Time by running.
Don't worry, this isn't on Hyrule Field, so it doesn't count.
Yeah, I know.
It's still Plateau.
Yeah, but I'm gonna have to get rid of the correct leaf at some point. But the thing is, missing that tree launch is actually bad, because if you notice, there's a in-game timer for the night and day cycle. And if I don't make that tree launches, the night and day cycle is actually well, it can screw me over, because at night there's like enemies that spawn. There's ways to deal with them, but you know, I'd rather not having to deal with those. Anyway,
right, so you talk to Santa Claus, and he gives you an early Christmas present, which is a hang glider.
Mm-hmm.
And then he decides to get on his pimp clothes and go to the club and leave you alone.
Yeah, he's definitely not the king. Alright, so I'm not sure didn't broke, but what I did right there is, well, I call it flopping, but this is what unglitched Link. Because you've seen me doing stasis launches earlier, and I was just, you know, grabbing the tree, grabbing the rock, and, you know, just getting a ride. But if you want to use the damage boost momentum, you gotta do the flop to unglitch Link's body, because every time you shield jump, it puts Link in a weird, like, state, I would say. And yeah, you need to unglitch Link, basically. Boom, okay. Got that one.
And picking up some Hyrule grass.
I need to...
Alright, so that's a successful hit.
Oh yeah, but I'm pretty sure Drago was talking about the 4 other stasis that will be coming up.
Well, here's hoping they're super great.
Actually,
yeah, Drago's saying, okay, time to count.
Alright, I'll drop the correct leaf there because it's gonna be a nuisance later. Alright, okay, I'm gonna make a safety save just in case I miss it. Because otherwise we spawn back to Plateau and it's not what I want.
I have missed updating the game almost every single time. It's just tradition at this point.
Alright, first one is successful. So we can miss the second one, third one, and I'm gonna be fine with them. But if I get all of them though, Drago, you gotta keep your word, man.
I don't even know if the dude has $25.
Yeah, we'll see. Also, that guard, don't worry about that guardian. There's invisible wall where it stopped chasing you. So this is pretty good.
Beep, 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 beep.
Alright, second lunch successfully done. Better keep your word, Drago.
Yeah, we do have 2 good launches.
And this is what makes any percent no amiibo more fun to run and more challenging. Because with amiibo, all you do is spawn Epona. And yeah, just like just using a horse is like less interesting to watch in my opinion. Alright, okay, so now because it's late enough, I'm gonna have to actually, yeah, okay, well that's good. I had to, okay, that's less good, but whatever. I had to bait the Stalfo spawn, but thankfully it did spawn where in a place where I can manage it. Because yeah, one thing I think I should say, for the day-night cycle, when it's 7 PM in the game, the keysers will start spawning at random spots, but after 9 PM, this is where the Stalfo spawns, and this is where it can get annoying. And I don't like that setup. Alright, okay, should be fine. No, okay, I'm just gonna wait. And I got all 4 of them. Yeah. So here I gotta be a little bit careful, because if you... Well, you notice, while I'm going way too fast, the game is actually like loading a lot. And if I land at the same time that it loads, it's gonna soft lock the game in a state where it's always gonna load. But thankfully we didn't land at the same time. So here now we are in Arrow Castle. Basically we will be there for about 5 to 6 minutes. Depends how fast it will go. But basically all we have to do here is farming our weapons for the boss fight, and our food, which I will probably pick up a few just to make sure to not die. Also, this is probably one of the best music and soundtracks in the game. Like when you're outside of the castle, not inside, but even inside the music is pretty good, in my opinion. There's like very few soundtracks in the game that are memorable. But yeah, in Hyrule Castle, you're gonna notice that the bomb is actually my best friend. You use it for pretty much everything.
Including a soccer ball.
Yeah. Oh. Okay, well, here I was going fast enough, so the weapons took some time to load. And... okay, good. Here I want a Moblin Gods. And there we go, we got it. Oh yeah, before I forgot, I'm gonna make a safety save because the route relies on arrow RNG, and if you... usually it drops you like enough arrows, but sometimes the drop isn't kind and actually screw you. But it looks like I got it for, like, I got a good drop first try. Like I said, usually it's fine, it's just in case it happens to not be fine.
You know, safety saves do prevent disasters.
Yep. So yeah, the bomb... oh, okay, good. When enemies are distracted by the bomb, you can actually sneak attack them. It's weird that they never like notice you even if you don't crouch for some reasons. But it works. Anyway, here I'm gonna pick up the truffles just to make sure I have enough like food during the fight. And again, I'm gonna use the bomb. I did throw the bomb in a weird spot. No, I don't like that spot. Okay, so this is a thing. If the enemies get on fire, for some reasons, they're gonna automatically like spot you. So if they kick the bomb near the fire camp that I need to use, it's a no-go. And here we use the beetle to actually make the potion. So it came in. So yeah, it finally came in. This is like the very first thing we did too in the game. By the way, just picking up that beetle. Alright, so here, yeah, we wanna basically skip all the places where there are Lynels, because obviously we cannot fight those Lynels. It's very slow. There was like all routes where we were using ancient arrows to actually kill a Lynel that drops like 10 bomb arrows. But yeah, that route was rather slow. But I kind of miss that route, to be honest, because we're seeing more of like Arrow Castle, where more like stuff's involved.
I like that Link's preferred method of opening a solid stone chest is kicking it with his bare feet and then getting confused about why his feet hurt.
I know. So here this is a little bit dangerous, I would say, but we use the lasers to create updrafts. And there was like a second laser I could have used, but I prefer not using it in a marathon run because it can kill you with the splash damage. Anyway, we managed to make our way successfully to the boss fights. And good. So
alright, party time.
Yeah. So here basically, if you haven't defeated like any dungeon or not completed every dungeon, you're gonna have to fight all the remaining bosses of the game first, which makes the category like harder, obviously. And this isn't good. But yeah, there's like every bosses have like a little bit of RNGs involved with them, but there's ways of going around those RNGs and actually have like pretty fairly consistent fights. So this is good. And yeah, Wind Blight is already down. Please. Whatever. The D-pad is a little bit weird sometimes. So, yeah. Here, I like that strat. You go, like, right between the arm of Water Blight and his body, and you can get, like, 2 hits for every spin, which is good. Sorry for the noise. I was, like, sitting on my leg. It started to hurt a little bit. So here this is basically the little RNG that Water Blight can give you, which is going either left or right, and it doesn't change anything. I would say Water Blight is probably the easiest blight to fight.
Apparently this donation is taking a second to go through. Let me double check, make sure nothing bad has happened.
Yeah, a man of his words. Ah. Okay. So far, so good. The blights are like the easiest part of the run, to be honest. Again, D-pad, thank you. God, I need my bomb there.
When you went through PayPal, did you click to go back to the Tiltify site? Might have been it.
Okay,
Either way, yo, this is a good pace, dude.
yeah, it's kind of good. Alright, okay. So now we have probably the worst blight to fight, which is also like the one they put at the end on purpose, I'm guessing. But there's like a little bit of RNG involved with it, which is kind of easy to deal with anyway. I always try to skip like the cutscene between the two phases, but I never can. And yeah, this is the only reason why we picked up the boomerang. By the way, this is this dude. And the blights are gone.
Woo!
Now this is the real part though. This is where real men show up. Not gonna do exactly what I wanted, but I'm gonna have to pick up a few weapons during the boss fight here to make sure we have enough. Also, I think I'm... Oh my god, really? Oh no. That's like, that was my biggest fear. Choking that fight. Alright, so this is the thing with any percent, sadly. When you die to Calamity, you gotta redo all the blights. I thought it was fine. Jeez. Yeah, ripping pepperoni. But I have like, oh my god. Yeah, I have more than enough time. Anyway, sadly we're gonna have to redo this. I should have keyed something. Anyway, the blights are not taking that long. Just kind of sucks to have to redo them. And before some ask, no, you cannot set be safe during the Calamity fight. Oh no, yeah, no. It happens, guys, it happens. This is the sad reality of this run. Yeah. That'd be great to deep at least steps for me over too. I was already. Ooh, that was interesting animation there. I think that's the first time I see Link doing this. Okay. Well, to be kind though, the blights are giving me fast patterns. This time. right thing there. I was like confused between something else. One thing I didn't mention, I guess, earlier is the weapon management during the fight. You want to use like certain amount of hits on each blight for every weapon, so it can like break at the right time. Right, I'm gonna. Oh, whatever. I don't need that weapon anymore. That was weird. Whoa, it charged me right away. I wasn't ready for this at all. Oh. Well, that was bad. I guess I'll... Screw you. Okay, well, he landed on the right spot to do that. But now we're gonna be a little bit more careful on this. Gonna actually have to have a slower fight, but a more consistent one.
I will say I like what they did with Calamity Ganon in this game. They didn't make him look like your typical Ganondorf, Ganon type beast. He's like a big, weird, creepy, ugly thing, and that's good.
Yes, yeah. I had trouble at first when I first like fought in my first playthrough. I couldn't like quite understand what I was doing, or should I was. Oh well, okay. Well, it got me. It gave me a bad RNG. No way. I know you can reflect that spear, but I don't have the timing yet for this. He's giving me awful patterns, which is why the category gets hard at some point. It just, you gotta grind the RNG that Clunky gives to you. I guess. And now I'm just doing very poorly.
Yeah, true. Still better than the fairy RNG that turned any percent into Puppet Ganon RTA.
Oh my god, you climbed the wall the third time. This is super bad. Alright, I felt a little bit ballsy. And he gave me the best RNG on the second phase. Thank you, Calamity. Alright, so right here, right now, we're gonna see what breaks this category. Well, this fight at least. And this is stun lock. If you release a spin attack at the right time, it's gonna bring back Calamity on the ground. Which is super dumb, and they did not patch it. But if you do the Master Moves run, the stun lock actually doesn't work. So I'm pretty sure Nintendo left the stun lock on purpose. Also, one thing though, if the weapon breaks at the same time that you release the spin attack, the stun lock won't work. Kind of learned that this week. And boom, we're done with Calamity. I'm kind of sad that I died the first time, but we made it through the second time. Alright, and here we have what it is pretty much a interactive cutscene, but there's ways to kind of speed it up.
Here's this horse we've never met.
Yeah, also, if you never register a horse, you will always get that one, no matter what. But if you register one, you're gonna get the one that you register.
He seems aggressively mediocre.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Kaio, if you die at that fight, you actually respawn at the beginning of this fight now. They changed that in a patch. So basically you just shoot like the big, like, flashy circles that Zelda wants you to shoot. One thing I have to do though. Every runner does that. You have to do it. Shoot like a few light arrows in his butthole.
Quality.
Yeah. It's a tradition. If you don't do it, your PB doesn't count. I tried to early snipe the circle there, but the timing is a little bit different every time. There's an audio cue that you can use, but even then depends like the way like he spins around. Because if you chill like in the back of Calamity where you shoot the arrows, this is actually like a good point to make him like not move too much. I did it, Blue. I did it. I shoot him in the butt. Alright. So now we got the time's gonna be when the eye explode. By the way.
Okay.
Time is coming up soon because this is one arrow away. Oh my god, he moved a little bit. For some reason, every time I'm on the left of Dark Beast Ganon, I cannot see the eye because it's too like bright. But when I'm on the right, I can clearly see the eye and time. Horrible, I did.
51:35.
51? That's good. That's below my estimate. Not my worst run too of this week. Jeez.
I mean, you had a really good run with like an unfortunate death.
Yeah.
All of your splits were really good.
Yeah, I didn't want to look at the timer at all. Like, when you heard me split, it was just like an habit at the beginning. Yeah. The unfortunate death was, like, sad, but yeah. Yeah,
Alright. That was
good.
Breath of the Wild. So, any shout-outs you want to give?
Well, shoutouts to the Breath of the Wild community. Very helpful community. If you join the Discord, if you have anything to ask, you're gonna get an answer like within the next 5 minutes. I'm always there to help too. By the way, if you guys like are interested, like this game is incredible. This is not like your classic Zelda game, obviously, but this game is like I just love it, and that's it.
Shoutouts to the TBF community as well. If you need any help, you ask a question, you'll get some dank-ass memes within maybe 3 or 4
Yeah.
hours and no helpful input whatsoever.
Yeah, shoutouts to all my boys. Thank you everyone for watching, by the way. Hope we can save those balls.
Yeah, thanks for coming to Trashathon and donating and running and all this great stuff. We've come a decent way. We're literally halfway there. 125 out of 250. I don't know how many
That's
donations
great.
we're expecting in the last 3 runs. Maybe
Mhm.
people saving up their big guns, want to hit that snipe, get that dank secret mystery game. It's terrifying, I promise.
I don't think we'll meet that goal. Maybe next Trashathon.
Maybe
Yes.
so. This is like pretty much the lowest goal I could have set. So
Dude, I'm telling you, if you do another one, I'm gonna do another category of this game for sure.
AMQ
Maybe,
Nine-
or All Dungeon.
900 Koroks,
Maybe not.
900 Korok RTA.
Oh, I'd be down to do that in my free time, but that's I don't know about the marathon. Anyway, thank you again for having me on this marathon.
All right, thank you for running. We will catch you later.
Yeah.
So, up next, we're going to have a blue doubleheader, starting out with Undertale and then moving into Super Mario Odyssey. All donation incentives, I believe, have been met, with the exception of the extremely expensive mystery game, of course.
Alright, we've played yet another game of musical headsets. Gonna take a brief break to get everything set up, and we'll be right back. Alright, mic check, mic check. Looks like Lou's definitely